Hello, angels,
And in the
and
basement of that
welcome
cabin
back.
is a
Today we're
princess.
gonna go back to playing Slay the Princess. Let's see what kind of endings we can get.
You're
We're
here.
back on the woods. We've seen all of this. I wonder what kind of path we should take this time. What if we just... Whoa, sorry. What if we just, turn around and
Seriously?
leave?
You're just going...
Quietly continue down the path.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Bye-bye.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this hop.
We've already been here. Turn around
Really
and
keep
leave again. Just
your
leave.
silence. There's
Yes.
always a choice.
We've seen a lot of this. But... This time, let's go to the cabin.
A warning
Oh,
before you go any further.
we haven't seen this before, have we?
She will lie. She will cheat.
Yes, I know that. Let's go into the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors,
Interesting.
all
It's all
projected
mesh-
across what's
oh.
almost the same space.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's all
I
shifted.
can move
An
the
inch here, a foot
scene.
there, such that the seams are never quite visible
Crazy.
enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths,
You're right.
its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Interesting.
The blade is your implement.
Sure. I'm sorry if I skipped. Skipping usually just means we've heard it all before. I want to save. And I'm taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult
This
to
is
slay the
interesting,
princess and
though.
save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Well, how should we hold it?
How are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
I want to look cool. Yeah.
Switch your grip
Oh,
on
we
the blade.
changed it. Step.
Congratulations.
Step.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Okay, yeah. Throw the blade out the window. That's an option?
Haha! Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw
threw it
the
out the
blade
window.
window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon
That's fun.
flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll
Yep.
be fine. Don't worry
be
about
fine,
it.
don't
What's the worst that
worry.
could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Let's go down. Let's see what's up with the princess.
The door to the
Whoa.
basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching
Ooh,
staircases
that is a
all built
lot.
from unidentifiable materials.
That is a lot.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening,
Where
almost
are we?
sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting
He's still
collage
down
of tone
there?
and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Hi, princess.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a
Yeah.
trap.
It
But
looks
whatever
like
we
a
do,
trap.
We're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
That is true. We can still ruin the narrator's day. Ooh. We have options. Let's save. My instinct is telling me to take the center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own
Because I
staircases.
don't want to go down
and
soft.
so on. You aren't quite sure if
staircases.
yours is
It
taking you
seems
up or
weird.
down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you
That's
are.
a lot.
Careful
That's
not to
a
stray
lot.
into any of the many splitting branches
Can
that
I stop
tempt you on
hitting
all sides.
Q?
You wouldn't want
Q
to have to
brings up
backtrack
this
to yours
debug
once you've
menu,
made a
and I just
decision that took you someplace else.
Accidentally hit it.
And so you take one careful,
Yikes.
focused step
It's
after
like
another.
alternate
One
timelines.
foot down,
All
another foot
connecting.
down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that
Is
cuts
there even a
straight
true
down
path?
or up.
I don't think there
Or
is a true
maybe
path in
sideways.
this mess.
But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Are you sure? Whoa. We're getting
You
a little
slowly lose sense of
montage.
yourself the further you go. Time disappears.
Time
You can
disappears.
feel yourself begin to
It
untether.
also is getting sketchier and sketchier, like
Physical
less
sensations
finished.
dull and then vanish.
Yeah, this looks
Until
like
the only things
first
experienced are the
sketches.
endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous march forward to a destination
going
long
on?
forgotten.
Oh, it's all blurring.
Consumption and
Whoa.
betrayal. Skepticism
Ew.
and blind devotion. Rivalry and submission.
You've really
terror
lost
and
your
longing,
mind, huh?
Pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Hi, princess. Why are you in the dark?
I feel so strange. Like
What was
I'm
all that? I
fundamentally
think we
different,
lost our
but
mind a little bit.
also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip.
That was
Now
a
it's
trip.
over.
What
Time
did
to
you
get back
take
to our
before you
old
went down those
devilish
stairs?
ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise
Yeah,
shrouded
her
in
eyes are
darkness,
unbelievably
watches
bright.
you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being
The
an
entire
ass. We
wall
remember.
is distorted.
Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Yeah, sure. Didn't realize I was here. What's your name, you princess? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Yeah. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. No. Getting down here was
I don't
weird.
remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Why'd the lights turn on?
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
There's a second princess.
As the princess speaks again,
There's a
it's almost as
second
if she
princess.
fractures.
Why are there
And where
two?
there was once just one of her.
And they
there's
both
now-
have different stories.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Put her back?
Again? Have you been here before?
What?
Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before.
Yeah, we've been here before,
but
don't worry.
We never went to the cabin.
But like, why
We
are
just
there two
turned around
princesses
and
now?
left until...
Do we have to kill two now?
Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of
This is
wisdom you were
crazy.
given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Yeah, what's done is done. Can we
Whatever you
make
saw
more
last
princesses?
time, unsee it. Whatever
Like, can we
thoughts
break
weasel
her
their
even
way
more?
into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Yeah, but who do you stab? You or you?
New plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I like your plan. Let's make more of them. What's your name? What's your name, princess? Princess.
It doesn't matter.
It
I've been down
doesn't
here for so
matter.
long. What's the point of a name if there's no one
Princess.
around to use it?
What's the point of a name? What if I give you a name? I'm getting out of there. Try and free her. I don't know what you... Whoa, there's like 3 answers here. I'm getting out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Regretfully think about the time you threw the blade out the window.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Really?
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to
There's
mean?
another
Are you
one.
trying to get under my skin?
There's another one.
She fractures again.
There's another one.
I don't like
We
where
found
this is
another
going.
one.
Neither do I.
Can we make
Which
more?
is
Can
why
we
you
make more?
need to slay her now before things get
Can we
more
make, like, 10
complicated
of
than
you?
they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The
No,
one
I
he
don't
made
want the
us
blade.
throw out
I
the
want to
window.
make more of the princesses.
I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
I don't want to put her back.
Kind of
Make
hurts
more.
to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions.
I'm gonna
and stop
start
stalling. You're
asking
obviously just
questions.
making things worse.
I want to know more. Do you know where you're down
Is this
here?
a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
You have normal princess, mopey princess, and serious princess.
Don't keep
Whoa,
playing. We
whoa,
both
whoa,
know why I'm
whoa,
locked
whoa, whoa,
away
whoa.
here. I'm a
Demon
monster,
princess.
And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was
All
can't
right.
even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
If you get out of here, what are you gonna
I don't
do?
think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. I just want to live my life. I'm not going to dance for you. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put
There's
an
so
end to
many of
Not a
her.
single real. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree.
They're all
There
holding
must
their
be
hands
something we can do.
differently.
Asking questions just seems to
Weird.
make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
Yeah,
How do we
I
decide
can
what to
break
do?
her even more.
Can there even
Let's do
be
it.
a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Ooh, no more options, right? Just one. Okay,
Wait, that's
just
not
one.
right. Go on. You take a step forward.
Whoa.
Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a
What do we
sickening
do?
kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her findings as you
Whoa,
remain
okay,
upstairs and
there's a
slay
lot
her
of
and leave her to
endings.
languish.
One we kill her, one she's happy, one we free her, one we just leave. And...
Is
What?
this what the end of the world looks like?
That's
Some
so much
terrible mess.
information.
But this... we can't...
Is it blurring into one?
Do you not have
Whoa,
anything witty
creepy,
to say?
creepy.
I could use a good bit of wit right now. No,
Ugh,
I don't, because this
what is
isn't
happening
fun.
to the princess?
How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Ugh.
I think he's gone.
Are there... They're all together.
We were never going to salvage
Ew,
this, were
why
we?
do you have so many fingers?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong.
Crazy.
It's all so uncomfortable.
What are those veins? Ew.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart?
I don't think I can fix this, princess.
We should help her. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. And there she goes. She's been snatched.
She's gone.
Yeah, we already know this. We approach the mirror and we go to the other dimension. Where the princess is. Approach the princess. Hi.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention
This one's a
can bear
crazy
to hold.
mess.
To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think about this one? What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Alright,
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
that's cool. Send me back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bye, princess. We need another. Oh yeah, right. What if we... No, don't overwrite. What if we take the blade? If we take
You
the
take
blade
the blade.
and
Okay, then how we...
go... Now hold it how it is.
Keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits.
And go down. Is it still the same?
The door to the
Ah,
basement.
yeah, it's still the same. Let's go left,
You
actually.
step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows
Ooh,
cold the further you progress. At
sharp.
first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes
Ooh,
feel
sharp,
like blocks
sharp.
of ice, your breaths puff
Very,
out
very
in
sharp.
clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
So this is the same.
What? I feel so...
This is the same. Hmm.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a
Oh,
long
another
time.
answer.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be
Of
skeptical
course she
of
doesn't
someone
like us.
stumbling
We're
in here if
holding a
you were
knife.
her? We lost ourselves the
Probably
second we stepped
here to
into this
kill her,
place.
and
I
she
don't know how long
knows we're
she's
here to
been
kill
here,
her.
but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp.
Poke, poke.
It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You
Are
can
we
do
gonna stab
this.
her?
How strange. So, why are you here?
She
As the princess
broke
speaks
without
again,
us
it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was
interfering.
once just, we can do that? I don't like this.
Okay, yeah, we know that. Let's just
Wait.
leave.
That's not right. Go on.
Okay, so ending's the same. I see. Loot. What if we go the right? Soft
step to the
stairs.
The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further
Ooh,
you go,
plush.
the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a
Well,
lovely
this
plush
path
carpet,
seems more
your toes digging
friendly,
down and barely hitting any
doesn't
resistance
it?
at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
And this, I presume, is the same. Okay.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like
We
them.
can do it. I don't like
Okay.
it. Should we tell it?
Yeah, this just
Are you looking
seems
for the
all
truth?
the same.
Or are you looking for the right answer? What do you...
Not a single at least as who's not exactly.
Yeah.
Do you need help? Not... It must be fear. There must...
She fractured. I don't. Neither do I.
This is all just the same.
That's not right.
Really? So... No, don't overwrite. Load this. If we just don't take the knife at all, and we enter the basement. Is it different?
The door to the basement
Nope.
creaks.
Still the same. Still same. Yeah.
Wait, that's not right.
I guess we end it and go to another path. Because this is all the same. All the stairs have the same answer.
She's got.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let me out.
I am a growing.
Yes. Take me back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
What else can we do? How about betrayal? Okay, let's go into the cabin and enter the basement. No knife.
The door to.
I'm here to
Wait,
save
really?
you.
You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard.
We've already seen this. Let's see. What's your name?
Oh,
We've already seen this.
of course I'm locked.
Yep, that's
I don't...
that too. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Just how has she been down here?
So, did they tell you why I'm supposed to be so dangerous?
I've been told enough.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this
Sure.
shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
Why not?
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
There's a lot. Let's save. Oh, I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and you kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine chains. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Kinda just wanna go get the blade without saying anything.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Oh, she's cut her arm off, and the room is bigger. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Whew, let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place.
Where
Maybe
are
they'll
you,
open
princess?
if you finish the job.
Where are you? I'll wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out, but eventually,
Oh, we get
exhaustion starts
tired.
to set
That
in.
sucks.
Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Venture into the
You
shadows.
step into the shadows. Too late, you hear the quiet patter of feet against the basement floor, followed by the taut pull and sharp pain of
Ouch,
tearing
okay.
flesh as the princess lunges into you from behind and drags you to the
We
floor.
got.
The ferocity overwhelms
Hi, princess.
you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose this is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand.
Damn it.
Now look at you.
Should have waited.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast. Alright. Proceed to the cabin. Just no words. Just go to the cabin. Oh, it's a bit crooked. I'm taking the blade
Take
again.
the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And let's go. Let's go down.
The door to the
Ooh,
basement creaks
It
open,
is like a bear
revealing what's
cave.
left of an old wooden
It's a little bear
staircase.
cave.
It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down
Interesting.
in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if
Ugh,
you're
warm
descending
and
into a
wet.
jungle.
Ew.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Ugh, what happened to her?
I
if
can
she's
smell
growling?
you.
She sounds
She's
almost
growling.
feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives
Whoa.
way to the damp
Is that the
earth floor of the
princess?
starlit pit.
That's a
The walls
beast.
are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might
Stop
stretch on forever.
Clicking that.
You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I think she's there.
You see
Yeah.
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a
That's
princess.
not a princess. That's a lion.
She's
We can't
certainly
fight a
not
lion.
just a princess.
Not with a little blade like this.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes
Ugh.
appear between the
Ew,
leaves,
ew, ew,
staring
ew,
hungrily
ew,
at
ew,
you from
ew.
the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
What are
I'm
you?
so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
I'm gonna move. I don't need explanations. I move.
Aside, picking a direction on
Whoa,
instinct.
crazy.
As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air
Crazy.
disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have
Ew.
been, her chains
You're a
rattling across the
dragon,
floor
not
behind her.
a tiger. Because those are little wings. Are you a
Before you
dragon?
can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more
is
into the
that?
shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
What is that?
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
Kill her? You can try. Stop hiding and show
If you
yourself.
want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
You're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive? You mean survive? Play that, stand still, wait for her to strike and hit her back.
This isn't going to work. We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive. If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows,
We
once
got
more,
her.
you tighten your grip on the blade and lash
We
out.
got her.
It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Ugh. You're like a little troll.
Look at that! We wounded her, and she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears
Oh.
back, then leaps at you,
Ew.
more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly
she still
overwhelmed
wins.
by her savagery.
We still die.
You collapse to the floor. She wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves
Damn,
barely able to keep up
That's
with the onslaught.
vicious. Ew.
By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
Okay.
The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
We die. Again. The den. Ooh, is she gonna be even worse? An even worse monster?
You're on a path
Ooh.
in the... Yeah,
Now
we
even
are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking
Hi,
her head on
you're
and we're
new.
winning. You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger? When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit
wanted to
them
say,
back.
this looks like
you
a
have to
jungle
show
now,
them your
too.
authority. There's
But
nothing
he
worse than a
interrupted.
bully that thinks they own you. Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out. And how do you intend to do that? We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows. Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we? He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Fair enough. The path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess, before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much.
Rude.
Consider
The
this your
fates
last
never
opportunity
concerned
to make
me.
things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you. We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
I'm done with this. Bye. No, let's proceed to the cabin.
You make your
Ooh,
way
even
down
the
to the
cabin is in the
Your
jungle.
fated confrontation awaits.
Crazy.
You know what to do. So, we need a plan. We've already been over the plan. I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan. It's a better plan than you had last time. I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Try to keep us breathing. What do we need to...
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines
There's
and
just a
brush
mirror.
obscure so much of the place that
Is there
had
like
you
a
not
hole
seen
there?
the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump. A pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it. Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one. Is no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the
No,
basement.
there's a mirror.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us. If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Take the blade.
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the
We
stump,
need the blade
gripping
to
it
kill the
tight.
princess.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. One step closer to ending
I
this.
probably should have saved. See what would happen if we didn't take it. Oh well.
You
Let's
step
go.
forward. You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black.
We tumbled into the
If there
basement.
were once stairs
Oh,
leading
no.
into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
Crazy.
It smells of mold and
Weird.
decay.
Where's the
Damp
princess?
walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue.
Ew,
If the
why
princess
is it
lives
so
here, Sveina is
narrow?
probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
I'm gonna save here. Say nothing and silently proceed down the
You say nothing,
stairs.
maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of
It doesn't matter if we
nothing.
can't see down here. We know where she is.
We do? Where? Where? Step into the shadows ready to fight, or step into the shadows try to lure her out. We're not gonna talk. Ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near
Whoa,
silence of a
you're
determined
big.
predator, the princess erupts from the shadows.
Are you like a girlfriend?
Swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before
You
she can
didn't
draw
change
first
much.
blood.
Your
She
wings
recoils,
just grew.
stunned for a brief moment. See, I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now. Engaging with even more ferocity than before. But that voice in your head wasn't wrong. Within that ferocity, there is also hesitation. Not much, but enough. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are
We do
heightened.
have an upper
each
hand
injury
now.
stinging
A
like
little
a chorus of
bit.
insects. Each small shift in your favor, a major victory that swells your heart. All reaches a climax. And
And? Oh, is this the form they're gonna take? Whoa, she is big. They needed a lot of hands to take her. So we won.
she's gone, is that?
We did it. That was the
Screw them.
beast. Yeah, we know this part. Hi. Hi, princess. You are large.
There's a world beyond the.
What do you think of this one? You have thoughts on this festival?
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart.
Okay.
She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Here's another question. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. He does. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I find him,
There's no
though.
need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need?
One. Whatever you bring me
One,
next will be
okay.
enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
So we need one more. Okay. I'm ready to go
I will
back.
be here.
Now what do we do?
Your Honor, you're here to...
Let's
Go,
just
bitch.
go to the cabin and see. I'm gonna take the blade and go down.
The door...
We know all of this. Just checking
Oh.
in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Why would you even think that? Put it down.
blade tumbles out of your trembling
You've
hands
been
and
here.
drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you...
You know.
Let's keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty... Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
What if I don't want to?
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Sure,
You have
princess.
to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the
I
basement.
know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Sure, whatever you say,
You
princess.
turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
We already know you can slip the chains,
Slip
princess.
these chains.
We've
She
seen
can't,
it.
right?
You've gnawed
She
your
needed
hand
our
off,
help to get
and
out of here.
we pulled the chains off.
But do you
pretty
hear the
easily.
conviction in her voice?
Oh, I know you can.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh. What if we go back and just
It's
kill
never
her?
too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your
Whoa.
thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
She's a little fighter.
Shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of
Ow.
her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your
Feisty little
fracturing
princess.
bones, making sure, as you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight
You're
frame
a
could
little
possibly
sadistic, aren't
possess.
you?
As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Looks like it.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, the tower. Interesting.
You're
Okay.
on
We've heard all of this. Let's go to the cabin.
a warning,
Cabin still looks the same.
if that's what you...
Oh, but this doesn't. This is definitely different. We're tiny. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the...
Let's go. Let's enter the basement. Is she
The door
gonna
to
be
the basement
massive?
creaks open,
That'd be
revealing a
interesting.
spiral staircase.
If she
Its
was like
steps
just
almost
super
as deep
huge.
as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a
Incense.
moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Boom.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Witness you? What are you, some kind of god?
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the prince.
Let's go down.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Temple. Ooh. So this is a fancy room.
The princess towers
Whoa,
over you,
you
almost
are
glowing in the weak
massive.
starlight, her figure framed by a
You
stained
are like
glass
a
window.
goddess.
Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I
Bird?
wonder what he
We're
wants.
not a bird.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Huh. Let's drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and
Let's
clatters
see what happens
uselessly to the
if we
floor.
follow her command.
We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand
Okay,
what it
you're
feels like to be in her
Clearly
presence.
obsessed.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
As you wish.
On her command, you fall to the floor,
You know,
knees painfully connecting
This
with hard
princess ain't so
stone.
bad, really. If you think about it, she's not that bad.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
We can
The
talk.
last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
You, princess.
Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Yeah, well, we kind of had some
And you shouldn't have
accidents.
trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now. He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
You're supposed to end the
You
world.
weak-willed buffoon.
I am stupid.
Is that so?
For her.
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Okay.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not gonna help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. Just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command. Crazy.
Your will was so easily broken.
Crazy.
Am I that
We are crazy.
magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
Can you not do that yourself?
If this is
Whoa.
what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
Hi, princess.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person?
Ooh, that's pretty. I like the
No,
little glass
it
stain.
used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Maybe.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Whoa. Did she just rip him out of our brain?
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh. Break the chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her
Is
wrist.
she narrating?
She is loose, and the end is upon us.
There's some big hands.
Good
Oh.
disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, we're leaving, alright. We are leaving, princess. Come on. Why'd you have to take her? Come on. We had a good thing going. Rude.
Is that
Okay. This is the last princess she needed.
this? I don't want...
Let's go back.
I think you know what I am.
Hi. Hi, narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Wow. Hi, narrator. I was wondering if I ever get to see you.
Narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You
Hi.
needed help after all. An objective
Are you
voice
a
to
pro?
guide your blade.
You
were
kind
never
of look like a
supposed to
pro,
see.
but like with jagged teeth.
I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Whoa, okay. Questions break you. Let's see. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like pieces of you break. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. Um, will it help if I look away or stop asking
We've already
questions?
crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
I'm sorry. Are you the same all
I
along?
haven't, and that's by both necessity and design.
Okay.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be
Interesting.
awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive
Crazy
has done
question.
anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to
Of
them?
course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
And what is my true identity?
Or the long quiet, the god I made to rid
I'm
the
a
world.
god? I'm a god. Crazy. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
But I don't want to rid the world of death. The world needs death. The world needs death for rebirth. You need death for the world to function. I don't want death to go away. Sure, death is not great to witness, but you can't have just life. It's an imbalance. I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
If she is dead, I do not want to kill her. I want her to thrive. I'm not gonna slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for
Well,
good.
There's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Goodbye.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
I'm sorry. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and incessant god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Okay, wake up. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Where is she? Where's the princess? I see. Hi, Princess.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
There's a lot of you down there.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too, Princess. Missed you. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation
Shifting
of what I
Mound.
actually am.
Did you know about Echo? Did you hear our
Every
conversation?
word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Oh, I've already decided death is important. Even if it does hurt.
Ever
What
the
now?
passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Let me save. So many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all failing on me? Falling, sorry. Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become them, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what the roads I walked on, all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point. Slay her. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. What to ask? There has to be another way.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What do you mean?
You
Whoa,
are
hi.
nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no life without the dog.
What?
When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
Appeared to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation. But that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. I won't engage in violence. This hasn't been about just life and death.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Whoa.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks and
Oh, we get to meet all the
But
princesses
even after
we
the
brought.
pain of defeat,
you return. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. This has always just been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore. I won't engage. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Now, continue to appeal.
You feel into your emotion of pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Sorry. Oh, hi.
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There is only
end.
the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the
In
flood
every
of
moment you
bodies.
hold every possible
Every
sensation at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once, and then you hold them. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. Yeah, continue to appeal to your shared humanity.
We are the whole of reality.
Hi there. The last one has to be the one we love then. The one who fell in love? We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am? Or reject, engage. Yeah, still continue to appeal.
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Oh, hi!
Your right hand tries to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever changing. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You're cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective. but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
You're back! You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I am. I can do this out here on my own.
Then let's go.
Let's go. Oh. Okay.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Oh. The windows are filled with her.
Do you need me to describe things?
Yeah. For old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go. Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Let's go. Let's go into the cabin.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here?
Yeah.
The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Let's go
And
down.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Hi, princess.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Okay. Let's figure it out, princess. Are you the same as you are out there? I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. What are we gonna do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I'm sorry. I don't want to
Then
slay
maybe
you.
you don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that?
But then we
Are you
keep
sure that's
keep
what
up
you
this
want?
loop, and we're gonna keep hurting each other. I don't think I want that. I don't want a loop. But I don't want to kill you, because I don't want there to be an absence of death. Does resetting do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, then how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. It's too late to go back to being God. Okay, then let's do it. I believe in us. I'm sorry, but I can't do this. What happens to them?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to be alone
But you
again.
won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
If we're talking about this, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if, when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen. Because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
But how do you know that? We'd have to decide to do this for every single time, forever. Eventually, something's gonna be different.
I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
Tough. Yikes. Is it too late to go back to being God?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
I believe in us. I'm sorry I can't do that. I don't want to kill her, but I don't want to keep on doing this. I'm sorry, Princess.
I'm sorry, too.
I need an
So
ending.
this is what it feels like to actually die.
I want an ending.
I think this is for the best. I don't know what the world will be like without me. But it can't be that bad if it still has you in it. I've always loved you.
I loved you
Don't
too,
forget me.
Princess. You blink, and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
She's not. But a small part of her is
Is
with
that
us.
a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Let's go. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. I don't want that. I hate the choice, because I don't want a world free from death. It's not a good choice, but I don't want to keep on repeating the cycle that we've been repeating. The body of an ancient creature stills from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back, constraining against it, but it does not
He's
yield.
gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Bear the witness to the new kingdom. And at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Whoa, that's a big boom. And then the shattering, you're free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination. We really did win, didn't we?
We did win, but at what cost?
We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I hope this was all worth it. Because I'm personally inconsolable. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better. Hear, hear. To our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah. We can do that.
And that was the end. Not sure it's the end I would have wanted, but it is an ending that we made. Well, the game was pretty fun. It has a lot of twists and turns, interesting artwork. We've loved, we've been hated, and we got through it all. I think whoever designed this really had a great understanding of love and hatred. This is a romance game after all, the creator says it, and hate is a part of love, and everything we've played is just... It's a very good story, is what I'm trying to say. Oh. That's interesting. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can. Okay. That's interesting. A special playlist. That's cool. Let's go back to the main menu. Hi, Princess. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for watching me play this. I think I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna go and explore all the endings and also all the princesses, because there's a lot of options you can take in this game. I'm just gonna leave it here, but before we go, I do want to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to get your angel wings. If you want to, no pressure, of course. And that'll be all for today, so thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and bye!